Using smartphone smart. Puzzle is a game to complete one picture which is cut and mixed. We need all pieces to complete the picture. If I lose one piece of the puzzle, I would buy another pack for the lost piece. I think social network games are like puzzles. Puzzle games whose pieces are lost. They are played by smartphones, and most people have a smartphone. One data says more than 50% of smartphone owners has experience of playing such kind of games. This means if there are 100 million owners, 50 million of them are playing. And if you have ever played a game in your smartphone, I think you have experienced a feeling like being defensed by a wall, which says, you need to pay if you want to go. This is so-called charging system. You need to pay money to go to the next stage or get a strong character. Actually, I almost have charged once because there were a big chance to get a character which I wanted. But I decided to stop. I thought it would be a waste of money. But there are people who can't help paying money. For example, one of my friends is playing a game called Idolmaster, and I heard he is charging 30,000 yen every month. And a game called Puzzle and Dragons has been downloaded by 29 million users, and I've read a net article which says 35% of players of this game are charging for it. Social games are hiding pieces from us, and we need to charge money to get the lost piece. Games were not like this before. We were buying a completed picture before, but now we need to buy pieces to complete the picture. Then, what would happen if we start charging money? First of all, the price of charging is not so high, so it is very easy to pay. But when you look at the price in a long term, the price is not low anymore. And even if you pay and buy something in the game, there is no guarantee that we could get what we want. It's like Japanese gacha gacha. That makes us try to do it again and again and again. This resembles pachinko addiction. We can't quit because we may profit. Even if you realize that you are paying too much, you are already in addiction and find it very hard to get out of the spiral. This addiction may let your sense of money paralyzed. And what is worse, because of this paralyzed stance, you may pay more money and go bankrupt. Secondly, social games take a lot of time if you are absorbed in it. You could have done a part-time job or study for a test or so on with the time when you were playing games. So, why do you think these troubles would happen? Well, firstly, I think it is because we are using smartphones too much. Aren't we using it more than we need it? We can play social network games at anywhere, anytime, in the train, in the restroom, before you sleep, or so on. You could play games wherever you go, and this character fitted to the smartphone. And usually, there are no goal in such games. Companies would make new stages or make campaigns and make it endless. Even if you get bored, you will just find new games. Secondly, I think little children are too close to smartphones. Their parents let them play with their smartphone when they are busy and not want to be minded. Being used to smartphones from young age will let the risk of charging higher because it is hard to make a distinction of good and bad for kids. If they get accustomed of charging, they will think it as a normal thing. And finally, this charging system is becoming the strength of game companies. Nowadays, lots of game companies are introducing this system as a high income source. So, it is already a natural situation that a charging system is felt close to us. This let us feel that charging system is normal and promote chances to pay. I think these are the main reasons. So, how could we solve these things? Abolishing the charging system is unrealistic because it's spread too much. It is more important to change ourselves than reduce charging. In my opinion, we should find things which are more interesting than social network games. It could be anything. You may find happiness in reading, you may find joy in chatting. I usually take a nap. Though it is impossible to release smartphone from our lives, we could become free from games if we try to do it. Just switch off your game and look around for fun. I hope this speech would be one of the last piece of a picture which is named life.